So today we are going to do a fun art project. The ingredients we're going to need for this, or the materials, not the ingredients. We are going to need some simple table salt, some glue, some cups with water, and some food coloring. And also some Q-tips or a paintbrush, whichever one you have and prefer. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our glue and we are going to make a design. You can make any design that you would like. You can draw a picture, you can do letters, you can write your name, anything you can think of. So I am going to draw a cat since they are my favorite. So you'll want to help your child if they need help being able to control the glue, or you could just let your child be free with the glue and let them make whatever design they would like. So here is my cat at the whiskers. Okay, so once I have my glue design down, you're going to have your child take the salt. You can use a spoon, or I like to just use my hands, and we're going to dump the salt on top of the wet glue. Just like this. You want to make sure that it's completely covered. So yes, it will take a decent amount of salt, but that is okay. It's all in the fun. You can keep the salt for another time to use as part of one of the art projects or another experiment that a teacher posts. So once your creation is covered in salt, you'll help your child to dump it back out, just like you would with glitter. The excess goes back in the bowl, and you can see our cat is on our paper. Next, we're going to take our water in our cups and we're going to add colors. You can make as many colors as you want. You're going to add the food coloring to your water. You want to make sure that you add enough so that it shows up nice and dark on our salt drawing. So I did some red, and I will do some blue. So you can also work with your child on mixing colors to make purple and orange. So this could be a fun food mixing experiment also. You're going to take your Q-tip or your paintbrush and you're going to dip it in. Now you are not going to rub it on the salt. You're just going to touch it and you'll see that it starts to spread, just like so. So that's why I like to use a Q-tip over a paintbrush, since our students already know that with a paintbrush we really push on the paper and paint. With the Q-tip, we are just going to tap onto the salt, just like that. So you'll go around your painting and cover it all with your colors. So here I'm making a cool blue cat. I don't have a blue cat. That would be pretty cool if I did. Now we'll add our red, so I'm going to get a different Q-tip for our red and do a red nose and mouth. Some red whiskers. And I think I'm going to keep this blue cat's eyes white. So you're going to leave this to dry, and make sure you leave it to dry on the counter or somewhere that you don't mind gets wet, or maybe put a paper towel behind it, because the back of it will have some moisture come through, and that's okay. But once it's dry, you will have a really cool salt painting. I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a good one. Hi everyone. For today's sensory activity, we are going to do something pretty exciting. So as a child, I always enjoyed being able to play in the sink. My mom would often fill up the empty sink with just some dish soap and water and put in some plastic plates and cups and utensils, and I would have a lot of fun playing with the bubbles. So I read about this online of how to make super bubbles. So we're going to give it a try and see what we get. What you'll need is water, which I've added some food dye to just to make it easier for us to see it on camera. You can add it to your play scheme for these giant bubbles. And you also need some tear-free bubble bath, or I have some tear-free baby shampoo that we're going to give a try. So for this, you're going to use 1 part water to a 1/2 part of shampoo or bubble bath. So I have 1 cup of water, which I've dyed blue. I'm going to pour it into our container. Now you can do this in a container, you could do it in a big bowl, or you could clean and empty your sink and do it in your sink. That way you have all the mess contained. And then I'm going to add to our 1 cup of water a 1/2 cup of this baby shampoo. Pour that right in. Okay, now we're going to just take our hand mixer and we're going to mix it up real quick for about a minute, the directions say. So, just running the mixer for about a minute or so, I was able to make these super fluffy, extra puffy, cool bubbles for your child to play in. And what's great about using the tear-free shampoo or tear-free bubble bath is that if your child touches their face or their eyes, it will not cause any irritation and it's completely safe. So I think this would be a great activity, especially for a rainy day when everyone's just wanting to go outside and play. You can see you can add some utensils into it, do some scooping things, maybe see how tall you can build a bubble castle on your hand without it falling. You can do all sorts of things. And if anything, it's just really fun to touch. And because it's soap, it's just a super clean activity also. I hope you guys give this a try. Let us know what you think. Feel free to email us or text your teacher for any other ideas that you might need.